Welcome to another Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. I am Benjamin, and tonight I'm going to share with you a banknote that is from Sri Lanka or Ceylon. I mean, I think it may actually be from both. Although it says Central Bank of Ceylon here, there's some concern in some of the Western literature that it actually says that, but it's actually from Sri Lanka. So I'm comfortable and do apologize in advance if I go back and forth from Sri Lanka to Ceylon. This is a 5 rupees note. PIC calls this a 84, while the banknote book calls this a 338. The substrate is cotton, and you can see for yourself the beautiful colors that this note comes in. I want to see if I can adjust the shadowing. To get some better color images of it. This note had research, a lot of research behind it from the notes.lakdiva.org and from Wikipedia, Standard Catalog of World Paper Money, the Banknote Book, and notescollector.eu. I'm especially appreciative of the lakdiva.org website, which has some of the most complete descriptions of a nation's banknotes that I have found in my time online. Let's get on with the note. This is a predominantly purple and gray note that does have splashes of color throughout the note. It measures 118 millimeter by 64 millimeter, and it is a product of Delarue. This note is dated 1979, March 26th, and it was withdrawn in 1998. This family of notes is one of the most beautiful family of notes that you can find on banknotes, and I especially appreciate that it lists the scientific names of the beasts that appear on the note. There are some neat security features on this note. There is a security strip, which is approximately right here in the note. There is a watermark of a lion with a whip, and there is a microprinted grid on the background from the edges of the note. So you see this grid. It's not a solid colored background. There's a grid. There's vertical lines and horizontal lines. They're microprinted, and they make a lovely background for the images. On the face of the note, we have 3 different languages shown. We have the we have the English, we have Sinhala, and we have Tamil text. And I have a hard time with anything that's not in an alphabet that I can read, but it seems like I have been able to tell that a difference between the Sinhala and the Tamil is that one has more square or corners in their writing, while one is more circular. I have no idea of knowing if this is actually just a font or if that's actual a distinguishing characteristics of the 2 languages. So please forgive me for my ignorance there. The notes in this family are based on the artwork of Laki Senanayake, and if I have mispronounced his name, please forgive me. This artist was born in 1937 and died recently, just a few months ago in 2021. There are UV effects that can be found on both sides of this note, so if you have a UV flashlight, you might enjoy what you can see. Mine needs some new batteries, so you can see that mine's not the greatest, but there is some over here on this side, and then when you turn the note over, you can see that there is some on this side, specifically the flying squirrel, so, and some words over there. So it could be better, and forgive me, I'll get some new batteries and then I'll fix that. Let's get back to the front side of this while you guys decide to subscribe to my channel and receive advance notices by liking of any of my new videos. I try to put out a new video approximately every 4 days. So here we go. The serial numbers you see on this note appear in the mid upper right hand corner, as well as the bottom mid left hand corner right over here. There is on the cover of this, on the face of this note, a butterfly. This is a Ceylon blue oak leaf butterfly, which is, the scientific name is Kallima philarchus. So if you like butterflies on a banknote, this is definitely a note that has to be in the collection. Down here at the bottom of the note, we have a Blotch Bow gecko, which is a Gymnodactylus yakhuna zonatus. And I don't know, in the right circumstances, he might be looking towards that beastie for dinner. Who knows? But I could stand and look at this note for hours. This note would be beautiful enlarged, hanging as wall art. Let's go ahead and turn this note over, and let's take a look at what we have appearing on the back of the note. This is a note that has vertical orientation, so I'll try to remember to orient it vertically so you can see the note is if you had it in your hand. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to leave it oriented horizontally for now. On the back of this note, we have numeric 5s. We also have English, Sinhala, and Tamil text. And what is shown on this note is the Ceylon breadfruit tree, which is an Artocarpus nobilis. And it's locally known as the Hingala Dell. I apologize if I've mispronounced any of these words. Since I'm from Oklahoma, the odds are that I have. So thank you for overlooking it. But the reason I bought this note from my collection is this animal right here. And we have a similar creature here in the United States. They are a flying squirrel, but ours is not a Travancore flying squirrel. And I had found out that, according to some text, this beast has been extinct in Ceylon, but I had heard that recently a few had been sighted. This is a Sturmus layardi, or layandi. I can't tell if that's an N or an R, folks, so it's either layandi or layardi. Also, at the bottom of this note, we have a bird, which is the white-faced starling, or Sturmus Senex. However, I did discover that according to Dr. Kevin Ratnatunga, who is behind the website lakdiva.org, that it should be called the Sturnornis, albo, frontatus. I believe that I said that reasonably correct, but forgive me if I didn't. So let me take the note and let me turn it into its vertical orientation, and let me back the camera up so that you can see it in all of its vertical splendor. How about that, guys? Isn't that beautiful? And you can kind of see that the back of the note, it has some colors that are a little bit different than the front. You can see the green of the leaves, the darkness of the bird, as well as kind of the red-brown of the flying squirrel. So what do you think, guys? There are several other notes in this series, and as I can afford them, I will buy them and can't wait to present them to you. Please like and subscribe. Please share my channel with friends, family, and clubs that you think would benefit from seeing it or would enjoy it. Please cuss and discuss in commentary to me, and thank you again for your support and help in helping me make my channel a success. I have more than 130 videos filmed and in my archives, and you're welcome to all of them. Have a jewel of a day.